it didn't feel right to settle down to do anything. I felt like it's all meaningless. Family, marriage, job, university, education, everything felt like bullshit. And I was looking for something. I don't know what I was looking for.
Hey yo guys, welcome to the second day of my world tour around the world. It's called Sayahat. I've always dreamt of traveling the world like I do right now, and I keep doing and I will be doing, hopefully. But yeah, I started with a pilgrimage to Mecca as a first destination. I'm from Kazakhstan, if you know or might not know. And it's about 12,000 kilometers until Mecca, and I wanted to do it overland as much as possible, so no flying, no nothing. And yeah, these are footages of before and after Mecca. So currently the situation is I'm in Kyrgyzstan. As per the last episode, I am in Bishkek, and I had a first night of sleeping not in the house, like on the street. I slept in a park outside without a tent. I didn't know how to pitch a tent yet. So enjoy.
Бірінші түн норм өтті. Кішкене салқындау болды. Бірақ менің дорбам мешогым жақсы. Ерте тұрады екенсің, таңғы 6 болып бір орысқа.
Russian girls actually woke me up trying to pee after a night out clubbing. So slept a total of 5-6 hours, but it's okay. Yeah, so this park right here, guys, is where I slept. Spent my first night on my world tour. And then I hitchhiked, and one guy offered me a ride through the most like interesting parts of the city, like notorious or famous. And afterward I just kept on going to Shymkent. This is where I'm going right now. That's where my grandfather lives, and you know, as I'm embarking on a pilgrimage to Mecca, which is kind of a big deal for Muslims, you know, I needed his blessing for the road, and plus the way was going through Shymkent anyway. So here you go. And this is Manas Batur. Manas is a hero of Kyrgyz people. And some shots of Kyrgyzstan, of Bishkek. It was pretty beautiful, and we got to the border in no time. By the way, guys, I'm really sorry about the quality of the video. These videos are no longer on my phone, so I had to go back to my YouTube channel and re-download everything. But here we are at the border. It's Chaldibar border between Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan, and the crossing was smooth, actually. It was pretty chill. It was also the first time for me seeing so many trucks filled with everything. Such a long line of trucks at the border, and I got pretty shocked. This was the first time I saw something like this, and this made me think, and I think this is the first time I ever shared my opinion about spirituality on a video.
Сауда, ақша жасау, байып кету, бақытты болу, ақша санауға рахаттанбаймыз. Сол үшін ақша керек емес қой. Бүтін кәсібің болса бір ұнайтын бір мүддең болады ғой. Қазақстандамыз. Ал машина жоқ, ешкім тоқтамайды. Таразға 160 километр тіке дейді мына жолмен.
And on the way, while I hitchhiked, a beautiful butterfly or whatever you call this landed on me, and I smelled some mint from a lady wearing hijab. And this was the road, pretty beautiful. And while hitchhiking, people don't understand what hitchhiking is in Central Asia. A lady came to me and gave me 1,000 KZT, which is like $2, because she heard me saying that I have no money. And yeah, I hitchhiked to Taraz. We reached Taraz pretty fast. There were two beautiful girls that were super into me on the bus in Taraz. Yeah, I just remembered that while I was rewatching it. And stopped by a cafeteria with really delicious food, and then kept on going, and soon enough I reached Shymkent. This was the road to Shymkent from Taraz, and as you can see, southern Kazakhstan is pretty mountainous. And you can see my face is not very happy because I got into a fight with the guy who gave me a ride to Shymkent. He was a taxi driver. Alright, so in short, what happened? I hitchhiked, this taxi driver stopped, he gave me a ride all the way to Shymkent. Okay, my mouth wouldn't shut up. I kept asking questions about everything about southern Kazakhstan. I don't know, maybe I got anxious or something. There was a grandma and a little girl with an older sister who was about my age, and everyone was silent, and I was annoying everyone. And then I was recording, and the taxi driver who gave me a ride for free, he got mad when he heard his voice in the recording. He's like, "Don't record me, blah, blah, blah." And we started arguing a little bit, but I was like, sorry. And then the grandma wished a safe trip to the girl who was going to the next city, but not to me, who's going to freaking Mecca. So I felt really bad. And then while we were alone with the taxi driver in the end of the trip, he started preaching, like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I going somewhere instead of settling down and having a family and working and blah blah, and that was a painful, topic for me at the moment, because I fought with my father and with my parents, and really didn't see any point in living the life like ordinary people do, or most people do. And there was pain, and then I cried, and I cried real hard. And I still questioned, even more, I questioned myself and what I was doing. But something in me was, maybe it was because of the fight with my father, me losing an apartment because I broke up with my fiance, and my father punishing me for all the nasty shit that's been happening between us, and my mother, and me losing, my kind of tuition. My parents were paying for my school and whatnot. And it didn't feel right to settle down, to do anything. I felt like it's all meaningless. Everything is meaningless. Family, marriage, job, university, education. Everything felt like bullshit. And I was looking for something. I don't know what I was looking for, but maybe I found it along the way. Maybe I will find it along the way. And then, he dropped me off while I was crying, and that was about it. And then I arrived at my grandfather's house. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the lack of footage. In the beginning, I was not very good at filming. As always, if you like this, please support me. You can make a donation on PayPal, and I will see you in the next one.